Anthony Joshua comes out and says that this Francis Ngannou fight is something like his undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? Saying he looks at this like an undisputed fight. And I know a lot of people out there be like, yeah, you know, it's a big fight. Sounds kind of cool. But what I get from it is a lot of people don't want to give Ngannou credit as far as being an opponent that big. So in my eyes, a lot of people will say, well, that's just because of the name and different things like that. I don't think necessarily it's just because of Francis Ngannou's name. Because if he would have went out there and got knocked out by Tyson Fury, I don't feel like this would be a big fight. So it has to be on the things he's done in boxing already, because if he would have got knocked out, we wouldn't consider him Anthony Joshua wouldn't consider this undisputed fight, a title fight. He looks at it like a huge fight. A lot of people think he's gonna just watch Ngannou. It's gonna be over and done with. Just gonna go in the ring, handle the business, and go home. A lot of people don't consider Ngannou a huge threat at this time when it comes to Anthony Joshua. They feel like this is still a fight where he's kind of outmanned. He outskilled. Doesn't have enough in his arsenal. They don't feel like the power is there. They feel like Joshua can get him out of there and dominate him. So right now, with them saying that and fans feeling like that, why does he feel like this is a huge fight? Because I felt like when he fought Joseph Parker, I felt like that was a huge fight. And skill for skill, I don't think, as far as with boxing, I don't think most people would consider Joseph Parker to be on the same level as Ngannou. Whether you want to say Ngannou's higher or whether you want to see Joseph Parker's higher. As far as boxing skills, Joseph Parker's obviously higher, but I don't know. Because the whole way I look at it is, why would he pick the fight with Ngannou and he has guys like Fury and Zhang and Hergovic, Frank Sanchez? Why would you go past all those guys to get to Ngannou? Because from what I've heard, a lot of people weren't trying to fight guys who's coming off a loss. He's coming off a loss, now he's getting an opportunity. I don't understand that. I feel like a lot of this comes with it's just because for other reasons, which I'll get into later on. But I don't like the looks of it, man, because it feels like people trying to strike on Ngannou while it's hot, not trying to let him get any more wins or build himself up. I don't feel like they don't think he'll make it to the Fury fight, honestly. So he's gonna have to try to figure out in the ring how he's gonna be able to get the knockout, because you know, with the judges, it's not a guaranteed thing with him, as people can see already. But Joshua, I don't know, man. He considered this his biggest fight, honestly. And if you look at it, it is his biggest fight. I don't know why. I don't know why MMA guy with 0 wins and 1 loss is your biggest fight, but and he could possibly ruin everything. He beat Anthony Joshua, it'll be over with. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearns get mad at Lennox Lewis for sitting up here and expressing it. Well, he can get mad at him. That's allegedly. I reject that. He didn't say that he was mad at him. He was just saying that, prepare for Anthony Joshua to be the next undisputed fighter. Like you know what I'm saying? I guess after Fury and Usyk do whatever they do, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I'll show the tweet, but with Lennox Lewis, he just putting it out there that he don't feel like Joshua was beating Ngannou is really going to do anything in the sport of boxing. As far as what is that doing for his career at this time? Why would you choose Ngannou? it's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, in boxing, not saying that Ngannou's not a fight I don't want to see people fighting. Of course I don't want to see Ngannou, see him fight Ngannou, Anthony Joshua, but there's a lot of guys that he still hasn't fought with yet, so I'm kind of basically still waiting on those guys to kind of make something happen. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm waiting on those guys to kind of make something happen at the heavyweight division. He still has a lot of guys he can face. Otto Wallin was not you gotta understand, Otto Wallin was a sparring partner, bro. So him being some guy who was sparring and all the other stuff, like, why are we even focus on? He's a guy Joshua was already fighting on. So this right here, him not fighting a guy that he's familiar with, that's already put him behind the 8 ball. Not saying he's gonna lose. I'm just saying that put him behind the 8 ball. Cause he used to fighting guys he used to fight, that he got history with. In this situation, it's not gonna happen. But at this time right now, would y'all agree that it's the biggest fight that he's had? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Not yet. He haven't stepped in the ring with him. I don't know. In my eyes, that screams fear when you say something like that. Because you're a professional boxer. I don't care how big his name is, bro. I mean, obviously, maybe he's trying to build a fight up, but nah. I still don't like the move, though. Not that I don't like him fighting Ngannou. I just feel like people that start yelling about Jilly Jong until after the day of reckoning. Ain't nobody asked why Jilly Jong went on the day of reckoning a fight card. Nobody asked that question, which is odd to me. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna ask about Jilly Jong being on the fight card? I thought he would have fought. In my eyes, I wanted to see Jilly Jong fight Anthony Joshua instead of fight Otto Wallin. But everybody didn't want to see that though. So I'm kind of like, I said, forget it then. I'm the only person that thinking about Jilly Jong right now. Then so Jilly Jong and Andy Ruiz showed up at the day of reckoning. Everybody like, oh yeah, people ducking Jilly Jong. Like, bro, come on, man. Jilly Jong, 40 years old. He's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? These guys could have been fought him. Trust me. And y'all know the ones I'm talking about. These guys could have been fought him. Y'all act like he just popped up. They don't want no smoke with him, man. And it's obvious. That's why we don't pay attention to that kind of stuff no more. It's obvious that guys are not trying to take the hard fight. As far as the top tier guys. Bro, what's wrong with somebody fighting Hergovich, Otto Wallin? I mean, not even Otto Wallin. Just take Otto Wallin out because you already got history with him. What about a Hergovich, a Sanchez, and a John? If y'all look at the last couple of fights he done had, it's not really top guys he's been in the ring with. That's what people have to realize. And Ngannou probably one of the hardest fights he done had the last 2 or 3 fights. That's not good. That's one of your hardest opponents. He acting like this was the hardest opponent he ever had. So take that in consideration too. He's acting like this is a very, very hard fight. So I need everybody to consider that as well. So that means we can expect some kind of trouble if anything happens. I don't know, man. I don't like stuff like that. I honestly don't. I don't like when stuff like that happens because it's just for obvious reasons, man. Obvious reasons why you don't want to see stuff like that. I don't know. I thought, so what? So now they feel like Anthony Joshua fighting Ngannou, that's going to be, put him in position for the big fights. What y'all don't understand is, like, why is Parker fighting Parker fighting John if John not an option. I mean, if the winner of that fight not an option. Y'all see? They just trying to use John as a distraction. But I said it already. Dropped the whole video just saying that. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all think people are just worried about other things. Ain't nobody worried about the fight and all the other stuff. If they don't want a guy to be in the ring with a guy, they just don't want him to be in the ring with a guy. It's obvious. There's nothing to go back and forth about. At some point, you'll know it's obvious. And for John not to be on the day of reckoning, and then for all those things that happened, and now he's in the... It's like a tournament, but at the same time... It's like a tournament, but at the same time... It wasn't set up like a tournament, almost. Because from the fights I'm seeing, where is Otto Wallin coming from, and why is that Ngannou still in the tournament? He lost. You know what I'm saying? And then why is Anthony Joshua in the losing rounds? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand that. But the biggest fight, bro, man, that's why I be telling y'all all these years, you can pick an MMA guy off the street, and it'll be the biggest fight he done had. And people like, oh, relax, man, y'all hard on so-and-so, bro, he trying. How he trying? You got one guy got the same amount of losses he got, but one of them should retire. And the other guy, he got his losses, he losing to nobodies. I ain't gonna say nobody's. Not nobody's. Well, technically it was nobody's. Technically it was nobody's. Because we were talking about Usyk all these years. Ain't nobody said nothing about Usyk. Usyk came out of cruiserweight and beat a heavyweight. And everybody act like that's normal. Oh, Holyfield did it? Yeah. 30, 40 years ago. Bro, do you know how old Holyfield is? Holyfield ain't 35, bro. Holyfield got kids boxing. Y'all talking about the Holyfield did it. You know how long ago that was? Man, come on, man. Get out of here, dog. Y'all be pulling out facts out of nowhere. Y'all acting like y'all trying to erase the losses off the man record. He lost to Holyfield. I mean, not Holyfield, but Usyk. He lost to Usyk. He would have lost to Holyfield too, but he lost to Usyk. Usyk just that good. I mean, ain't nothing else to talk about. They don't want to bring it up, though. They feel like that's something you could just erase. And then the stuff, the antics the dude was doing after the fight, like, come on, man. Nah, I know y'all ain't paying attention to none of these fights. This dude was losing his mind after losing the fight. And nobody even paid attention to him. It's just like, oh, man, he'll be all right. After what? Doing what he just did? Nah. He ain't gonna just be all right. He gotta figure out what he got going on. Because he went out there and lost twice. Grabbed the microphone and ran around. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, then you run around saying this is your biggest fight. I know it is your biggest fight. Because it's about the biggest, strongest guy you've been in the ring with. Since Klitschko. He wasn't finna get in there with John. Anthony Joshua don't like to be outside, bro. He don't like to be outside. Unless it's a guy with a low skill level. He don't like being outside. People acting like guys gotta sit up here and line up for a fight for him. He ain't no pay-per-view star like that. Man, please. Ain't nobody gotta line up to fight him. If he don't fight, he just don't fight. We ain't gotta line up to do nothing. Ain't nobody gotta line up to see him fight, man. I mean, to get in the fight with him. Dudes be acting like they Canelo or somebody. Ain't nobody lining up, bro. I mean, you put the opportunity out there, you don't. You acting like Tyson Fury trying to fight you. He said Tyson Fury just already said he'll never fight Anthony Joshua. They still trying to make it seem like, yeah, we got a chance. Like, bro, y'all can run that past somebody else, but I know he ain't trying to do what they're talking about. They want Joshua to do with Fury. That's not gonna happen. No chance. I don't see it happening no time soon. He would have already got a ring with him if it was an opportunity. They had like, yeah, a belt gonna change that. He already had belts. I already had all the belts. I already could have did it. Instead of fighting Usyk, you could have fought Fury. Fought Usyk. Joshua know what's going on. He don't want to act like he don't know what's going on. But he know exactly what's going on, man. He act like he don't know what's going on, man. That's why when Usyk just got through fighting Daniel Dubois. At this time right now, guys ain't even going through. They be shuffling the rankings around and people in the rankings so much. The guys ain't even fighting the guys they really supposed to fight. Because Anthony Joshua and Wilder fought the same guy, but for some reason, Wilder ended up fighting Alanis and Joshua fighting Wilder. That don't make any sense. That's why I knew right then, I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Not gonna work. This guy, he running from opportunities, man. He got too many opportunities on the table right now, not to be taking them. But this ain't no undisputed title fight like that, bro. Come on. I don't care how big the name is. When Floyd fought McGregor, we weren't talking like that. No, this ain't the biggest fight. Well, to him, it's the biggest fight. So that just let me know right there. Like I said, the resume really ain't up to par like that. He still got a lot of names that's fighting on the same cards as him that he's never fought before. That just lets you know right there. And them guys be undersized. But that's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.